Now, from across the Tri-States, this is KHQA Sports.
Well, tip-top of the evening, everybody, and welcome to Sports Final. And why would a week that has already been equal parts tragic, bizarre, and hyperkinetic end with anything but a gigantic flourish tonight? The upshot, though, is that we start on a very positive note, as perhaps the most heavily recruited local football prospect, and at least in my tenure here, is on the open market no more. In a recruiting win best described as a massive upset, the University of Illinois has kept four-star Jacksonville offensive lineman Gabe Megginson at home. He pledged on a campus visit tonight. As little as 10 days ago, Megginson, who held offers from all of the biggest schools in the sport, looked to be Penn State bound. I'm told he landed in Champaign because the Illini recruited him best and hardest, and also because he might have had a conversation with another former 217 offensive lineman, Jack Cornell, convincing him of the benefits of staying home. ESPN ranks Gabe as the 213th best prospect in the country. He is Coach Beckman's third in-state recruit so far, and congratulations to Gabe. Great young man, appears to be landing in a great spot. Well, for years, South Shelby's limited enrollment has made it the plucky David to the Clarence Cannon Conference's Sports Goliaths. Come 2016, however, Cardinal Sports may find itself competing more regularly with like-sized competition. KHQA has confirmed through multiple sources that the Lewis and Clark Conference is actively trying to poach away both South Shelby and Monroe City. Both schools have received invites, I've confirmed. My source at South Shelby says the school board will meet in May to consider the move and indicated that shrinking enrollment at the school may necessitate that jump. My Monroe City source confirmed only the invite itself and wasn't sure what direction the school may ultimately go. On the high school basketball front, Quincy High is a step closer to naming its next head coach. A source close to the process tells KHQA that the pool of finalists has been whittled from 5 down to 2. One more round of interviews is expected before a recommendation is made, but we are, in fact, getting much, much closer on that front. Could be very, very soon. Let's talk a little baseball today. Fun one today. Wild start between Palmyra and Macon. Top of the first. This is Colin Patrick staking Macon to a 2-0 lead with a single that was exacerbated by an error out in left field. Then it's Kristen Thrasher. Remember, Palmyra undefeated in the conference, down 3-0 before you could blink in this game. Bottom of the first, the Panthers, though, would fashion quite an answer. Starts with Brock Butler just nailing one through second base right here. It turns out to be a 2-run job. Cuts that lead down to 3-2. Later in the frame, the Panthers would load up the bases. And how about your pitching starter today? Aaron Stone providing all the offense anyone could need. Grand slam home run. Way to go, Aaron Stone, as he reverses his fortunes in a heartbeat. Palmyra on the board, leading at that point 6-3. Palmyra never looks back and wins today by the final count of 17-7 to stay unbeaten in the conference. Other baseball scores to pass along today. Canton improves to 11-0 on the season by winning at Clark County. We've got a couple of scores from Illinois tonight as well. Unity, too much for Liberty. It was Moline finally breaking Macomb's 7-game win streak, and Rochester shuts out Illini West 10-0. A little softball today as well. Quincy Notre Dame won their first game tonight against Peoria and Notre Dame. We're down 5-0 in this one when Mary Beth Hugenberg gets the single. Quincy Notre Dame in manufacture mode in this, the bottom of the second inning right here. A couple of singles and a pass ball allows Hugenberg to score. Unfortunately for QD, they were never able to sustain any offensive momentum in this game. They end up losing and getting the split tonight. Final count in this one was 7-3 in favor of Peoria and Notre Dame. First game, as I mentioned, Miss Wensing doing a great pitching job today as QD gets the victory. Mary Beth Hugenberg had the game-winning ribby in that one. Peyton Bonds have a night. 3 for 4 at the plate with 3 ribbies as Griggsville Perry beats Beardstown. A couple of home runs in West Hancock's win today over Monroe. And it was Jacksonville beating Pittsfield 14-3 was your final there. Some other scores in other sports today to pass along. South Shelby Invitational, Palmyra wins as a team. Hunter Baggett is your medalist in that affair as Palmyra individually goes 1, 2, and 4. That's a pretty impressive showing there. Also in golf today, scores got cut off, but I can tell you that Hannibal won a triangular today handily over Moberly and Kirksville. Track and field today, we've got some of those scores to pass along. Macomb today at the Macomb Invitational. On the girls' side, Illini West a winner over Macomb by 1 single point, 93-92. On the boys' side of the equation today, the Macomb Invitational Central a winner over Macomb, 85 points to 71 points. Also want to tell you today we've got more news for you in the track and field department. Not a lot of scores coming from the Brookfield Invitational, but congratulations to Palmyra's Skylar Klein. Go ahead and keep advancing the scores. There you go. Finished first in the high jump today. Look at that, 6'4", fantastic stuff from him. Also, congratulations to Matt Frankenbach. And in soccer tonight, it was Hannibal beating Valley View in the Moberly tournament 2-1. Little baseball today, college-wise. Central Methodist playing Culver Stockton. Craig Bostert's last home start, and he was absolutely brilliant in it. Other than 5 walks, about unhittable today as he fashioned a 3-hit shutout with 5 strikeouts, and his team gave him all the offense he would need right here in a big second inning. Starts with Brock Kartheiser doubling home a pair to make it 2-0. Later, Cody Jacobson with a 2-run single that he tried to stretch into a 2-run double unsuccessfully, but that would stake Mr. Craig Bostert out to an early 4-0 lead. As I said, he was brilliant. Way to wrap up his career. Big win today as Culver Stockton sweeps a pair from Central Methodist. Second game 5-3 was your final in that ball game as well. As we go to the rest of the baseball scoreboard today, Mid-Continent knocked off by Hannibal LaGrange on a walk-off walk. The Trojans will head on to the AMC tournament. It was Western Illinois sweeping a pair today from Fort Wayne. Final count in those were 3-2 and 5-4. Quincy University pulls out the whooping stick today and beating up on William Jewell 13-2 and 15-0. How about a little college softball back on the hill at Culver Stockton? Hannah Washburn, the pride of Keokuk today, 7 strikeouts, complete game 2-hitter. You won offense. We didn't have much, but it came in one mighty swing right here from the freshman Madison Newberry, leaving the yard, solo home run. That was all Culver Stockton needed today in the first game, winning over Mid-American Nazarene 1-0. Second game, however, Culver Stockton would drop that. Quincy University struggling today offensively. Bottom of the first 2 outs. Emma Tops aboard for Rachel Scrum, who is Scrum-delicious. Great piece of hitting for her right there. That's the RBI. That's the only one of the game for the Lady Hawks as they end up dropping a 7-1 decision in game number 1, but would bounce back nicely in game number 2 for the victory. Final count in that one was 5-1 home runs from Kelsey Lee and Alana Viken, who is now 1 home run away from the single-season career record at QU. Also today, William Woods takes a pair from HLG 9-0 and 5-0 to end the Lady Trojans season on the day. Finally, Truman State with a split against 4th-ranked UMSL. Kendra Hens, her 12th shutout of the season, which ties the Truman career record or single-season record, I should say. Second game, though, goes against Truman State.